You might not realize it, but getting what you want from your partner or even a future partner that you want means becoming it first yourself. Maybe you find yourself in an incredibly frustrating marriage. Or maybe you're so frustrated because you're in this dating world trying to find this right connection, this high quality person, and you keep trying to really just fulfill your own desires with this other person, whether it's your partner or someone you want to have as a partner. But the truth is, as hard as you try, it just isn't working. And it's probably time to take a really good look at yourself if this is the issue. I'm Ketra Thompson, and I'm a certified master hypnotist and a life recovery coach. I help people create rapid, lasting change on a subconscious level so that they can create the life that they've always wanted. Now, before we jump into this, I just want to remind you to click like and click subscribe if you would like to be notified every time I post a new video. And also in the description below, there is a link to set up a complimentary consultation call with me. So if you have any interest in working with me or getting your questions answered around how this works, please feel free to check that out and set up that consultation call. It's really easy. So there's a couple reasons that we can end up sort of blind to our own issues or the areas in our life that really do need work. So there's two reasons for this. The first reason is that we have never had someone else in our life that has truly been able to hold up a mirror to us and to show us how our behavior is affecting other people around us in a way that really makes sense to us and gets us some clarity. And the second reason is that maybe we've never been self-reflective. Maybe you have never taken the time to be deeply self-reflective and really look at the patterns that are repeating in your life and the ongoing struggles and the negative self-talk and the belief systems, and you've just never really taken the time to dive in and look at what that is and what's going on in your mind. Now, having someone hold up a mirror to you often happens in marriage, and a marriage can be a really beautiful space where each person is helping refine the other person in a loving, patient, kind, accepting way with loving honesty. But it's not necessarily the kind of mutual growth that happens in a toxic marriage where one person is criticizing, belittling, bullying, and one person's walking on eggshells. So it can be a beautiful process to have had that mirror held up to you, but at the same time I want to acknowledge that it doesn't always happen in like a very healthy way inside a toxic marriage. But if you are in a toxic marriage or a toxic relationship, there is a lot of value in really just taking a minute to stop and ask yourself, why are you staying? What's holding you there? And also, if you just keep dating the wrong people or attracting the wrong people or really even struggling to date at all, it's also time to look at yourself and to do some self-reflection and to get some real clarity about what's going on with you. Anyone can get a physical makeover, but the real work begins with the inner makeover. So doing the inner work is so important, and it has to happen first because that outer makeover is just a facade and a mask. So let me be really clear. Getting your shit together starts on the inside and it ends on the outside. You end up radiating out all of that beauty and healing that you've cultivated on the inside first. So the truth is, you can't attract a high quality person unless you have done your inner work first. And you can't keep enabling a toxic relationship and expecting it to change. You have to do your inner work first. It's the most important step, and it's the beginning step that really has to be done if you're going to create the lasting change that you want in the relationship that you're in or a relationship that you want to be in. So the change has to come from inside of you first. And I want to be really clear, this isn't necessarily your fault, that you have these default issues, that you have coping mechanisms, that you have some core beliefs that might be leading you astray and might be keeping you from getting yourself to the level that you need to be to find someone else on that level that you're looking for. Because the thing is that our subconscious mind is programmed in childhood. So we're really young. birth to around age 7. And what's happening during that time is we are taking in all the information that's being given to us, everything said to us, everything we witness, and we're writing a blueprint for our subconscious mind. This is the belief system that's really going to run the show for the rest of our lives. And it's being done at a time of our life when we don't have any discernment. So the subconscious mind runs over 95% of everything you think, everything you feel, and everything you do. So it's very common for people to have issues that are ongoing struggles that are just keeping them from getting to that next place in life, keeping them from leveling up to that next place, keeping them from connecting to the right kind of people because they're unable to become that person themselves due to the subconscious programming and all of those subconscious blocks. And you just can't change those subconscious programmings because there's protective functions around them unless you do it through hypnosis. But I want to tell you it is possible. You can reframe those old beliefs. You can reconnect with your deepest sense of self-worth, knowing that your worth does not come from anyone outside of yourself. You can connect to your confidence, and you can create a life you love. I'm not talking about a perfect life. All of us are going to navigate this life forever, but what I'm talking about is finally a life where you feel like the best version of yourself. You're growing into a better version of yourself all the time, and you're able to do it because you've released the subconscious belief systems that were holding you back. You can feel at peace, you can feel calm, and you can actually connect with people easily. So all of this needs to happen on a subconscious level because the truth is once you know you're worthy, you will not accept anything less. Nothing that demeans your worth will be acceptable to you anymore out of sheer fear of being alone or the inability to properly connect with people. And here's the deal. Once you really know who you are, you feel confident in who you are, and you know what your worth is, you will scare the shit out of the wrong people. Whether that is someone you are in a relationship with that's toxic, or if you're out there in the dating world and trying to connect to people, that will not go over well with people who want someone who is easily manipulated or want someone who's going to just shrink down and not have a voice in their own life. Because once you know who you are, that radiates out from you. So this is what I do. Every day, I help my clients reconnect to their deepest sense of self-worth, reconnect to their confidence, and eliminate those limiting beliefs that were holding them back before so they can have absolutely incredible lives. And watching that rapid transformation is one of the greatest honors of my life. I absolutely love it. So maybe you're wondering a little more about what does that mean to do this process? What does that look like? Well, what it does for you is it eliminates these triggers. It reframes your old belief system around the triggers and the emotional charges that you would get based on other people's behavior. And it also helps you to just not take the opinions of others so personally, allowing you to remain calm and centered and really in control of your own life. Another part of the process that I do with every client, regardless of the issue that they're addressing, is to calm their nervous system down. Getting that nervous system calmed down out of fight or flight is a really important part of the process so that you can live in that place of centered peace and not out of chaos and reactivity. And then I help you look at the impact that you're having on yourself and on the other people in your life so that you can really address those issues so you can be intentional about the life that you want to live and not feeling like you have to look a certain way, be a certain way, do certain things to be acceptable to other people, but finally being truly connected to your self-worth and confidence. So when each of us is really connected to our self-worth and confidence, it helps us function in a really healthy, connected way where we are just shining our light everywhere we go. And that is the kind of energy that the right kind of person is drawn to. And getting there really requires that a person integrate their past traumas and reframes their subconscious belief systems and all those old programmings that are running in the background of your mind, kind of running the show, even though you might not want them to. Eliminating those subconscious blocks is the most powerful, most rapid, most transformational way to get to the point that you want to be at. So it doesn't matter what the issue is. If it's a lack of self-confidence, if it's an anger anger issue, a reactivity issue. Maybe you're dealing with an overwhelm of stress and anxiety. Maybe you're dealing with emotional eating. Whatever the issue is, there is an underlying issue in the subconscious mind that needs to be addressed so that you can become empowered. So you can stay stuck, you can stay in that dysfunctional relationship, you can stay single when you really want to be partnered up, you can do the same old things you've been doing forever and get the same results. Or you can decide to invest in yourself. You can take charge of your life and you can do it on a subconscious level so you actually get results. So if you're ready, and I mean really ready, to make lasting changes in your life, set up that consultation call. It's completely free. You won't regret it. You'll get so much clarity about what you're dealing with and what you're going through. So regardless of what you decide, it will be of value to you. And that is my goal. I don't offer my program to every person I talk to, only to people who are ready, who are willing to do the work, who are a good fit. But if you'd like to find that out, set up that consultation call, and I'd love to chat with you about that. So I would encourage you to take an inventory of your life. Look at what's not working. Look at those repeat patterns and start getting some clarity about the things that you don't want to have happening in your life anymore. And start thinking about what you do want. What do you want your life to look like? Because once you know that, you can have a path to get there. So before I go, I also want to mention there is a free hypnosis download in the link below that you can easily download. It's just a relaxation recording and it's my gift to you. I appreciate you taking the time to watch, and I hope you have all the support you need to create the life that you want. So until next time, curate a life by your own design.